Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our SwiftUI tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at how we can apply spacing between letters in text using the kerning modifier, and we're going to also take a look at the line spacing modifier to add spacing between lines of text in SwiftUI as well. So, why might you want to put spacing between lines of text in SwiftUI? And why would you want to put spacing between letters in SwiftUI? Right? Well, maybe in an app, maybe you want to create an education app or something like that that teaches children how to spell, let's say. And you want to be able to display the word on screen, but where all the letters are spread out. So it's easier to take a look at each letter individually. You could just have multiple text views, and that would work fine, but you'd have to put them in a horizontal stack and manage that, and it'd be a bit of a headache. And in some scenarios, that might be the best scenario. But if you just want a single text view with the word, and you want the letters to be spread out, the kerning modifier is the simplest solution. And as for line spacing, well, you might want to have, at any given point, some text that you might not want so close together as it is by default, and maybe you need a few more points spread apart, line from line, and that would work fine with the line spacing modifier. You're not having to have multiple text views in a vertical stack with some spacing in between them and all that. That's while that might be a valid approach in certain scenarios, in the most basic ones, a line spacing modifier would work better. Okay? So, inside of Xcode, you can see I just have a simple text view in our content view that says, "Hello, SwiftUI." Now, to give some spacing in between the letters of this text view, we are going to say dot kerning. Okay, so dot kern. And in here we can say, let's say 10, maybe 10. Now, I guess I should also explain what a modifier is, because a modifier is very important. You're going to find these everywhere. All right? So a modifier in SwiftUI pretty much allows us to modify views in some way. So I mentioned how kern and line spacing allow us to modify our text view by providing spacing between lines and letters, respectively, based on which one you're dealing with. Modifiers do something as simple as that to completely changing the appearance of a view, stuff like that. They can do whatever, they can do pretty much anything as long as it's simply modifying the view in some way. You cannot manage state necessarily with a modifier. You just modify the appearance or functionality of a view in some capacity. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've done with our kern modifier here. I need to go up to the toolbar and make sure that we have a simulator instead of my phone. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's go ahead and run our code. Let it do its thing. Yeah, simulator is booting up. And there we go. Now you can see in our simulator the effect of the kern modifier. All the letters in Hello SwiftUI are now spread out. They're not close together or anything like that. They're all spread out now, which is useful in some scenarios, as I mentioned previously. Now, okay, I can go back into our content view. Now, let's go ahead and create a longer text view so we can demonstrate the line spacing. So text. This is a longer text view in SwiftUI in order to allow us to demonstrate the line spacing modifier for the text view. All right, so now that we have this, let's go ahead and apply the line spacing modifier after we take a look at what we have currently in our simulator. So we're going to save this, run it. Yes, I would like to replace it. Now it's running, and you can see we have a longer string of text that takes up a couple lines. All right, now we can say dot line spacing, and we'll say 25. So save this and run it. Yes, I would like to replace it, Xcode. So, let's see. Yes, I would like to replace it, Xcode. Come on, do your thing. There you go. Okay. And now you can see in our simulator, the lines of our text view are now wider, now have a wider space between them. They're wider apart now. So that pretty much does it, really, for the line spacing and kern modifiers. Again, kern allows us to put spacing in between each individual letter of a text view, or each individual character, rather. And then the line spacing, as the name implies, allows us to specify how much spacing between each line in a text view there should be. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.